Hello, I'm Brother Jorge Sanchez, and I'm a religious brother with the Oblates of the Virgin Mary at St. Clement Eucharistic Shrine in the Back Bay. Welcome to your second week of Lent. In last week's Gospel, we saw how Jesus was tempted by Satan to use his divine powers for himself instead of the service and salvation of others. We hear Jesus say no 3 times, but he says yes to the will of the Father. Every day, each of us is faced with hundreds of decisions to which we must either say yes or no. And sometimes the choice is clear. Other times, the decision can be a bit ambiguous because it's a choice between 2 goods. For example, should you help at your local parish with their fish fry this Friday, or should you spend more time with your kids? We are invited to contribute to so many causes, and we live in a world of infinite opportunity and need. But we only have so much time, so much energy. Like many of you, I want to say yes to everything that people ask me to do, to be present, to be responsive, to be helpful when I can. But I have to be realistic. If I say yes to everything, I will feel overwhelmed, stressed, and exhausted. And there are times where I need to say no. I remember a priest once told me that Jesus said no many times throughout his time here on earth. Let me bury my father before I follow you. No, Matthew chapter 8. Stay in our town a little longer. No, Luke chapter 4. Jesus said no whenever he had to do so in order to continue his lifelong yes to his Father's loving and saving will. In many ways, you and I are programmed to say yes to everything people ask us to do, and we might feel guilty when we say no. But deep down, we know that a constant yes is impossible to sustain. So the challenge I have for you is to discern God's will in your lives, to listen to the voice of God in your prayer, and to respond generously as you can to new and unexpected situations of need and service, but not at the expense of your fundamental commitments and priorities. During this Lent, become aware of what you say yes and no to. Where is your time scattered or unfocused? What do you need to say no to in order to say yes to more prayer, reflection, and rest? What do you need to reject in order to embrace joy, peace, and love of the Lord more fully? Where do you need to say yes to make more room for the Holy Spirit dwelling within you? These are worthy questions for us as we continue our time in the desert with the Lord at our side.